Hi Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your September 21st to the 31st, 2018 reading for you. Now I've shuffled and meditated upon the cards, and we are going to see what these 11 days have in store for you, Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. Alright, and if you would like to book a private reading with me, all that information will be in the description box below. Interesting. Wow, that's lovely. Okay. Oh, there you are, Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. I was waiting for you to show up. I was like, I know you're going to be in this reading coming through. You are definitely moving forward. You're kind of sorting things out, saying, where is it that I want to be? Moving. There's movement here. There's leaving something behind and saying, you know what, no, I want more. You want more from your life. And that's what you're embracing here, Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. You're embracing your passion and your creativity and your prosperity, and you're facing your fears, and you're going after what you desire. Absolutely and truly. You have 3 major arcana cards, which are the big arcing themes of these 11 days. Right. You have 3 court cards, so that's a beautiful balance, which are also impactful. They represent people, but they also represent you, because this reading is about you, Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. Okay. Your first card is the 8 of Cups. For some of you, this could be an end of a relationship. For others of you, this could be looking for a new job, not being happy where you are. For others of you, this is an end of a way of thinking, an end of a mindset. But you're moving forward. You could even be looking to move, some of you, Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. But you are moving forward to find your happiness, because you're walking away from what doesn't make you happy anymore. And with the end of a relationship, some of you might even be getting divorced. It's not a bad thing. It can be the most freeing thing that happens. Sitting there, taking you out of a bad situation and putting you on the path towards something better, towards something beautiful, even if it might not feel that way at the time. At work, some of you, Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, might be really frustrated with your job, might be really frustrated with where you are right now. And that's okay. Again, you know, we learn what we don't want in order to embrace what we do want. Everybody thinks that, like Athena, we're all sprouted from the head of Zeus, fully grown, knowing what we desire, knowing where we want to be. And that's not it at all. The way we learn as human beings is to stumble and to fall and to get back up. It's a quote from Confucius, and it says, and I'm paraphrasing, it doesn't matter how many times you fell, it matters that you get back up. And that was true all those, centuries ago. And it's still true today. Perfection is something that was created to make people feel inadequate. The only truth about perfection is that it can never be achieved. But you're walking away from what you once thought you loved, and now you're embracing this next phase in your journey, Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. You have the Devil card, and I love the Devil card. I know most people sit there and see it and they go, oh my goodness. It does stand for addiction, you know, and we're not just talking about alcohol and drugs and sex and gambling and all those things. What we're also talking about here is anything that you do to excess that takes you away from doing something that brings bliss into your life. You know, sitting there scrolling on your phone constantly instead of working. I do that all the time. You know, you sit there and you're like, oh my goodness, how did so much time pass? I should have been doing something productive. So anything that takes away from your productivity, that takes away from your happiness, that doesn't add to your life, can be seen as part of the Devil card. In the Rider-Waite Tarot deck, you have the atypical cloven-hooded demon holding the chains, or devil, holding the chains of a naked woman and a naked man. This is living at your base urges. This is living for what you desire. And this is being chained to your desires. It doesn't even have to be, you know, your base urges, which are, what is it? It's food, shelter, and procreation, right? The base urges of human beings. I believe there's some others, but I think those are the main three. It's being chained to anything that isn't your authenticity, anything that isn't your power and your purpose. What other people want you to do, how other people want to mold and shape your life, instead of how you want to mold and shape your life. Because here, this is the horned one. He has no chains. He's sitting there in a forest with a stag's head behind him and antlers on his head, a deer skin on him. So what the stag symbolizes and what the horns, the antlers symbolize is majesty of self and majesty of purpose. The mist here, mist is water, so you're breathing in the spiritual. You're breathing in what you desire, and you're focusing and you're saying, what is it that I want? What is it that I want from my life? And you're moving forward in that prosperity. You're moving forward in that bliss. Deciding where it is that you want to stand and who it is that you want to be. Not what society wants from you. Not what, your parents might have wanted for you or your spouse might want from you or whomever. It's what you want from you. It's following your own personal happiness. And it might be, unconventional. As long as you're living in light and love, which is where all these readings come from. As long as you're living in kindness and joy of self, and you're not hurting anyone, and you're not running away from your responsibilities, then embracing your personal happiness, embracing your truth, and breaking the chains that are weighing you down. Think of it as, in A Christmas Carol, I forget his name, Monty, I believe. That could be wrong, but I think I'm right. Being weighed down by the chains. Being weighed down by everything he did that wasn't kind and wasn't nice. And that's kind of what the Devil card is saying. Do not be weighed down by the chains that the world puts on you. Build yourself up. Be built up by what it is that you desire. By what it is that you want from life. And the angels are fiercely guarding you. With that wolf right here. Fiercely guarding you as you're embracing your majesty. As you're embracing your prosperity. As you're moving forward. As you're walking away from something that no longer suits you. And you're finding your bliss. You're finding your happiness. Now this is also warning again against excess of any kind. Moderation and balance. Or else, I think of, I forget what they are called. Dionysus's followers. Oh, I do. I'm drawing a blank. But when they go into revelry and madness, that's what excess is. Revelry and madness. What you want is that balance, that teetering on the edge of just living in complete and utter joy. Or you want to live in complete and utter joy, which can't be done if you, aren't in control of the situation. If you give up your control. This is living in your truth and your understanding. The Devil card, I think, is extremely powerful and one of my favorites. Because it's telling you to live for you, Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. To live for your joy and your happiness and your prosperity. Because you're moving forward here with your feet firmly planted on the ground. Even though, he's on a horse. But this is representing an earth sign, a Capricorn, a Taurus, a Virgo. Moving forward in that prosperity. Moving forward in that knowledge. In that grounding force. Slowly and steadily building your wealth. Having your armor on. Knowing the darker side of human nature, but knowing also that you are succeeding and you are achieving. And that's it. Slowly and steadily. It's not going to be overnight, all of a sudden, you win the lotto. This is slowly and steadily, though, for some of you, you could. Slowly and steadily, you are achieving your goals. You are getting to where you want to be. And what is one of the quotes? It's the journey, not just the destination, that matters. You're learning so much along the way. There's a vitality of self, a vitality of spirit that is guiding you forward. And you are embracing your inner truth. your prosperity. This is wealth. This is something you value as much as money. This is the way you want to live your life. With the chains broken, cultivating and creating, because the Knight of Pentacles and the King of Wands is the here and the now. This is the earthly plane. This is what you want to see created in your existence, in your earthly existence. There we go. And you want wealth. You want wealth of self, wealth of prosperity. You want happiness. You want joy. Money, so that, you can live with peace of mind. This doesn't have to be excess of money. This could be being able to pay your bills without having to worry, without having to fear. Okay, because that's a beautiful gift right there. Slowly and steadily building towards that goal. The Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands. The King of Wands. This is you harnessing your magic. The King of Wands to the Queen of Wands, it shows you finding that divinity, that bit of the universe that is inside of you. And I know I've said the story before, but in Hindi legend, there is a parable that says the God's head was hidden within man, because that is the one place that man would never look for it. All the gods got together and they said, do you hide it on the highest mountain? And it was said no. What about in the deepest, in the hottest part of the desert? Again, no. Man would go there. The deepest part of the sea, man would go there. Out into space, man would go there. The coldest place on earth, man would go there. But man would never think that such a gift, such a blessing, such power was hidden within himself. And that's what the Knight of Wands is telling you. And it is telling you with a sense of force. There's a sense of masculine energy here. So because we have the Knight, the King, and the King of Cups, there's a sense of masculine energy here, a sense of power, a sense of, the here and the now in action. Feminine energy is softer, built off of love. This is built off of taking action onto things. And, it's sexist and atypical, but that's how I read the cards. Because the energies are what is important here, not the genders displayed on the cards. So you're learning to follow your inner power, Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. The wand is here to help you harness it, kind of like looking at it as a focal point. So before you can access your own bit of divinity within yourself, that God's head within you, you need to use a tool to help you get there. And I suggest meditation. Calming your mind, calming yourself, calming your spirit, and centering yourself on what it is that you desire. If you hate sitting still, because I do, then you can do meditation through walking, through a repetitive work action, okay? It can even be done while washing the dishes or anything like that. There's a form of meditation that I learned of it as work meditation. I don't know the exact name, but it's when you meditate through doing a repetitive task and you clear your mind and you find that you find answers that way. But this is you harnessing your own power to be able to create and cultivate what it is that you want. This is remembering that you are divinely chosen, because the kings and the queens are divinely chosen to rule. That's the whole point of a king and queen. They were divinely chosen to be above all other people, which is a rather antiquated way of thinking in my book, but here it has a powerful message that you were divinely chosen to live your purpose, to live your joy, to live your happiness. And since you are letting go of the chains that have bound you, and you are focusing on your prosperity, you are embracing the way that you want to create your here and your now, your earthly existence. You are focusing on that inner energy. And in these 11 days, you are going to find that you start cultivating it. Now, this is a lifelong practice, okay? The King of Wands, the Queen of Wands, being able to have and know that sense of divine within you is something that ebbs and flows. Okay, at some days you'll be fantastic at it, at others days you'll be absolute rubbish, but it doesn't matter. You are embracing your prosperity. and you are still moving forward, no matter what the results. No matter if those days you are brilliant or you're not. You know that you are moving forward. You are facing your fears. Okay, with the Moon card, it's not seeing monsters where there are shadows. It's moving forward in courage, the courage of Athena. Well, the courage of Artemis, the wisdom of Athena with the owl. Both of them had tremendous courage. Seeing your luck down here, your joy and your prosperity. Embracing what it is that you want and where it is that you're going. This is also a feminine energy card for me with the full moon here. Very much saying that as you move forward, you are going to be protected and you are going to be guided. Listen to the wisdom that you're getting because it's going to lead you forward. Know that the moon is lighting your way. And at times you might not see as clearly as you would if it was the sun. But since you're being represented as an owl, the moon is just enough for you. It is as bright as the sun, and it is leading you forward. Trust your instincts. Trust your intuition. Trust your wisdom, because it's giving you wings, and it's lighting your way. Your next card is the Seven of Swords. That's what, with the Eight of Cups and the Seven of Swords, you are definitely moving forward. Here, you're moving away from something too. It's someplace that you once thought you would be comfortable. It's someplace you once thought you would love. But it's no longer suiting you. It's no longer fitting your purpose. There's something that you have to leave behind because it's just not necessary to bring it with you. The angels are guiding you. They're carrying something for you that it's too heavy. The knowledge of it, because the swords represent the mind, it's just too much to bear. And now you are moving forward. And you're saying, you know what? It's time to move on. It's time to take all my knowledge, all my understanding, and start living in my authenticity and my truth. Emotionally, mentally, you have come to this realization. Your clarifying cards are beautiful. You have Temperance, which is balance. Going deeper and deeper into the spiritual to find your balance, to find your truth, to find your understanding. Being saturated by the water, by emotions, and finding your balance within your emotions. Because you are a water sign, Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. Emotions are astoundingly important to you. They're where you thrive. How you feel, how you perceive things is very, very, very important to you. Not rationally, logically, well, mentally working them out, but embracing your feelings and finding your understanding and finding your balance within your emotions and embracing, again, this king energy, this purpose, this moving forward, this bounty, this beauty. You're moving forward in healing and in peace of self. In purity of purpose, meaning that you're really sitting there and looking and saying, this is what I need to do for me. I need to find my balance. I need to find my understanding. It's as if you're finding your footing. And once you have your footing, nothing can stop you. Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. Once you know your direction, once you know where you're going, once you know what you want, emotionally, financially, how do you word this? Passionately, you are moving forward in your life. You are embracing yourself. You are embracing what you want. And nothing can stop you. Because the King of Cups represents you as a Cancer, as a water sign. Okay. You're walking away from what no longer feels right. There's an ending of something. A relationship, a work relationship, a way of thinking. It doesn't matter. You're walking away. You're taking all your knowledge. You're leaving something behind. It's a burden that's too heavy to carry, that will not enhance your life. Leave it behind. The angels are guarding you as you walk forward, as you embrace your truth. You are slowly and steadily obtaining your wealth, your prosperity. And this could be financial wealth or something you value as much as money. You're feeling the fear and you're doing it anyway. You are moving forward knowing that you are guided, knowing that you are moving forward in wisdom and in courage, that your luck is there, and that you are achieving your dreams. You are passionate about what you want from life. There's a desire to move forward, a desire to have more, to have happiness, to have joy. The wand here, think of it as a wizard's wand or a wizard's staff, something that helps you focus your inner power, your inner magic, which is the bit of the God's head that lies inside of you, the divine, the universe. Focusing it, finding this kind of rebirth of self, and being able to create and manifest the existence that you want as you break the chains of the past, because you are recreating your future. You're recreating your present, actually. You're breaking the chains of the past. You're following your joy, your happiness, not overindulging, but finding this balance within yourself. And this balance is leading you to be absolutely and positively, authentically who you are. And this can be in a large way or in a small way. But this is you getting closer and closer to your truth and your bounty. And now we're going to see your subconscious message. Oh, I love it. The Six of Pentacles. Make sure those scales are balanced. Make sure that you are counting yourself in the equation of life. That you are moving forward in your prosperity. That you're not giving and giving and giving to everybody else, but never to yourself. Be a little bit selfish. Don't be a miser. Don't hoard away your money. Don't hoard away your prosperity. Don't hoard away your gifts. But don't give them all away as if they're worth nothing, because then the universe will not know that your talents are worth something, or will not know that you think your talents are worth something. That's a better way to word it. Embrace your prosperity, but keep the scales even. Embrace charity, but keep the scales even. Remember that you count, Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, and that you are achieving and succeeding. Even though at times you might feel as if it's too much, as if the sorrows and the lessons and the pain of having to walk away is just overwhelming. You're embracing the next stage of your journey. You're embracing your prosperity, your bounty, and your love for yourself, and your love for those around you. And you're breaking the chains and moving forward. All right, Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, it was a pleasure reading for you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. Bye.